Bro, welcome back. I go by Tom, man, but you can call me your Uncle Tom. Fresh out the oven. Gonna do some new reacts to the channel. Gonna add some new content to the rotation. PARLO, over the 500,000 subs. He's almost to that diamond play button. I believe that's right. My side. I wonder which one of y'all motherfuckers hurt this man, bro.
I'm going to use this video to address false allegations made against me, in which has been recently spread by numerous users in both YouTube.
Let's see, YouTube PARLO exposed. This is bad, bro. Can you not even just like, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Whoever did this, they just did this to piss him off, bro. This is 100% PARLO. This thumbnail on the left. I ain't gonna lie, this looks like a Mr. Beast, that dude who did Mr. Beast exposed videos.
YouTube videos and documents. I urge everyone to watch this video the entire way through and share it to as many people as possible, as very serious topics will be addressed in detail, the full context will be shown, and accountability will be taken. This video is split into numerous segments. Navigate to the parts you wish to see. Now, the first situation
Wanna watch it all, bro. Who the hell is Dupe? Who the hell is this guy? 10-day contractor?
Address pertains to dupe and was discussed in my video titled The Truth. Recently, a document dropped attempting to rewrite the situation and spin it as Recently, a document dropped attempting to...
He made a Google Doc? I mean, I've done the same shit, but at least the stuff I said was true. I did this, you know, for all the OGs in the channel, I made a Google Doc against PARLO and some other people. All the shit I said was true. Let me see this.
To rewrite the situation.
Let's see this. Trigger warning. This document contains that word involving minors. Yeah. Bro, I hate when, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. What? That's what I say. Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? Looking at all this shit. Bro. What the hell is this vocab word? Correlation? Correlation? What the hell is that vocab word? That's a new one for me. Let me look that up. Hell does that word mean? What? The practice, oh, it's, how do you say this?
Coercion.
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 Coercion. Basically, it's the practice of persuading to do something by using force. Chat. Gang, I ain't cool. Yeah, don't do anything in this document. Everything you see here, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the last part though. Discussions of trauma, guilt tripping, and victim blaming. How is that triggering? I mean, if you got hurt, I mean, I can see why, but like, bro, everyone's got trauma. Everybody's got something they're guilty about. Victim blaming, come on, that's happened. Let's be honest, that happened 25/8.
And spin it as... The creator of this document discussed in private on how to convince everyone that I make and while lying publicly, claiming that the document never explicitly states this as...
What? So... if you're claiming to him to be a pedophile and your document doesn't even say it, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is why y'all need to grab your red flags and go. I've always said, bro, you get more than 3 or 4 red flags, dip, run. Dude, it's crazy as hell out here. Bro, you know what's crazy too? Your boy's been the victim of this bullshit. And when I say victim, I actually mean victim. Because let me tell y'all something, chat. I'm not even streaming, baby. But let me tell y'all something. We are not here to sit up and make excuses. No. We always hold ourselves accountable. But, we have to remember, there's two sides to every story. There's PARLO's, all these people's, and the absolute truth, which either side may or may not be telling. I say may or may not, so I don't get sued by these motherfuckers, because I ain't going through that shit. Hell nah.
As to feign ignorance, despite the fact that they made numerous jokes in private, stating verbatim that I may. While this document
how
also.
do you make jokes about someone being a pedophile and then try to actually, you know what I'm saying, get them jammed up, bro? What?
Tries very, very hard with mental gymnastics to legitimize this claim as well, without outright specifying it. So let's cover this. I originally got into contact with Dupe in September of 2023. Okay. 10 months later, we dated, starting on the 7th of July.
Oh, they were dating? Shit. Wait, is Dupe a guy or a girl? Let me look. I actually don't know this person. Who the hell is this Dupe dude? Or chick? Because this could be a chick we're talking about. Let me be fair. Bro, if anyone knows what the gender of this Dupe guy is, let me know in the comments. I don't know if Parlo's like LGBTQ plus or is he like straight, so I'm not gonna comment. But like, let's say this was a girl, bro. Let's say Parlo's like in his like young late teens, like 18, 90, maybe in the 20s. Well, you gotta be careful, Parlo. I'm telling you right now. Let me give y'all some free game. Well, Parlo, when you go into a relationship with anybody on this, and this could go anywhere, and it goes for any social media platform, but bro, you do not want to. I'm just gonna straight up say you don't want to go in a relationship based on someone on social media, unless like let's say y'all met up and then like y'all got split up because of reasons y'all don't live near each other or you still kept in contact. That's different. That's a totally different story. But bro. Like, and I get it. Some people will be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, long distance relationships are the shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do it. Guys, in 2025, long distance relationships is dead. There's no way in hell you can do a long distance relationship. To each his own now. There is that 1%. There is that 1%. I'm just going through, making sure I'm trying to find something on him. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening, but bro, there is that 1%, you know what I'm saying? That be in a long distance relationship and it works out for them, you know what I'm saying? But 99% of us, it's not worth it. So trust me, all my brothers and sisters who want to get into a long distance relationship, especially on someone on social media, I'm gonna tell you to reconsider that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, especially if they live more than like, if they live like if they're like from a different state, which 99% of them are, do you expect them to say no to every single dude and chick they come in contact with, especially if they're about that? You know what I'm saying? Think smarter, bro.
July 2024. Dupe consistently.
And this is why I'm not This is why I don't also do dating sites either. There's just way too many opportunities to get catfished, scammed, killed. Not knocking anyone who does that, you know what I'm saying? There is that 1%, but bro, this ain't it.
He claimed to be 16 in 2023 when I would have been 18. And of course,
that's not bad. That's not pedophile. I don't want to say who, and I'm going to save this for a rant on stream. Or by the time this is posted, I already talked about this rant. There's like this 17-year-old and 19. No, for those who know Zell from the streams and the future videos that are coming out, I think she was on Card Sharks Live. Bro, she's 17. Completely fine. Because none of us, you know what I'm saying, we talk to minors, but we're not weird to minors, you know what I'm saying? I always will say that. It's okay to talk to minors. It's not okay to be weird with them. She has this crush, or she was dating at the time. I don't know if they got together or not. I do know them both. He's 19, she's 17. That's like she says a 1.5, 2 year gap. That's completely fine. If he said, now Parlo said, like, if Parlo said 24 and he's 16, or she's 16, or they are 16, whatever they identify as. Yeah, that's a red flag. I ain't gonna lie, that's a red flag.
17 in 2024 when I would have been 19.
Okay.
With our birth dates in mind, this was a 1 year, 11-month age gap.
So damn near, so basically 2 years. 1 month, 11 years. That's nothing wrong with that. That's damn near a 2-year gap. I say, personally, me, anything more than 4 to 5 years, it's a no-go. Don't do it.
Which is not a dynamic.
Nope.
And keep in mind the age of consent in the UK is 16.
Okay.
Throughout my DMs with Dupe, you can
Is that
see
a
many...
thing? Hold up. Hey Siri, what's the age of consent in the UK?
Okay, I found.
Hey Siri, what's the age of consent in the UK? 16, thank you.
instances of him stating his age. I even asked Dupe about his
wait,
DMs
go back,
with
go
Dupe.
back.
You can see
Yeah, she, it. Wait. I'm going to assume. I'm going to assume female. Based on all the profile. This looks very feminine. I ain't gonna lie. This looks very feminine. I'm going to guess a woman, but if he is a dude, I apologize in advance. I just don't know enough about him. Or her.
see many instances
or
of
them.
him stating his age.
Oh, duh, self-neck. It says it right there, stating his age, self-neck. My bad, y'all, my bad.
I even asked Dupe about his work experience to verify the authenticity of his statement, with him claiming to work in Audis on night shifts, going
Nothing wrong with that. Do what you gotta do to get the grind. Working in Audis, it may not be the most glamorous job, but it's better than nothing.
into detail on what it was like. And keep in mind, Audis hires people aged 16 or older in the UK. Dupe at this time claimed
Who's who? Wait a minute. So they were born in 2007. 17, yeah, that makes sense. So May has passed. So now right now they're currently 18. That means Parlo has to be around 19, 20.
claimed to be 17. Dupe is seen mentioning what courses he was planning to do, stating that he finished his GCSEs and was planning to go into college when he turned.
The hell is GCSE? Hey Siri, what is a GSCE?
GSCE stands for General Certificate of Secondary Education UK. This is from Acronym Finder.
Hey Siri, is a GSCE equal to a high school diploma? The U.S. government GCE. Okay, so the GSCE is basically a high school diploma in the UK. Gotcha.
Turned 18, which sounded perfectly legitimate too.
That sounds fine. Go into college. Go get your education, guys. Stay in school, y'all, this coming semester. This coming school year, y'all better stay in school and focus on the bag. Stay in school, get your education.
And again, I had asked Dupe on numerous occasions when his date of birth was, with him replying the same answer every time, the 10th of April 2007, and I verified this with him over and over and over again. On the 24th of August 2024, Dupe was seen bringing up an apparent been made on
A what? A what? Hold up.
On the 24th of August 2024, Dupe was seen bringing up an apparent
A dock spin? Is that what it is? I gotta Google this one. Bro, what the hell does dock spin mean? Dock spin refers to a platform where individuals person if they know the dogs is shared without their consent. Oh, it's basically a ring to get doxxed. Shit. Y'all gotta be careful out there, man.
been made on him in DMs with me, and how archived images of his face were being spread, to which I
Stop doing that dirt, man. Stop doing that dirt. Dupe, I don't know what Dupe did. I don't know if Dupe is innocent or not in this scenario. I don't know if Dupe is actually a bad person or not. We're going to find out later, but don't do this, y'all. Even if Dupe was a dickhead, don't do that dirt, bro. Go find you something that you're passionate about and keep it pushing.
told him to report. One specific archived image of an older teen was labeled as a selfie of Dupe's face from May 2024. This image was referenced in my video titled The Truth, as Dupe had presented this image as a legitimate photo of him that he wanted gone. I reverse searched this image and there were 0 matches, making me believe—
Yeah, you can definitely do this, guys. If you believe this image they're sending is fake, especially of your face, unless if they post it like on social media and shit, that's a different story. But Google, use this tool. This not only tells you if the person never shared that face, it tells you if that face actually belongs to them or not. Because this tool is very powerful because they use this tool to to find out who is sending that photo for real. Not all people who send those images to you are actually who they are. They are a catfish. Be careful, y'all. Use this. This is a good tool to use if you need it.
That this image was genuinely Dupe, and of course adding credence to the fact that he claimed to be 17 at this time. Dupe was later seen stating that this dox was completely fake and crafted to fool me and other people, so that no one would actually know his genuine information. This was shocking considering—
That's fucked up! Wait.
that he wanted gone. I reverse searched this image and there were 0 matches, making me believe that this image was genuinely Dupe, and of course adding credence to the fact that he claimed to be 17 at this time. Dupe was later seen stating that this dox was completely fake and crafted to fool me and other people.
That's a red flag. Well, okay, no. Was he hacked? Was someone else on his account? We'll find out. I don't want to give a red flag yet. But this ain't a good look, buddy. I'll give him a half red flag. Only cause, or a yellow flag, if you don't know. Only cause, maybe this is not him. Maybe this is a hacker. Maybe there's someone, like a little dickhead on his account. Who knows? That's what if it is him, I gotta be fair. Give him the full red flag.
So that no one would actually know his genuine information. This was shocking considering the fact that the spin accuses his own father of having a conviction.
His father essayed somebody? Bro, you need to go. Bro, this is fucked up, bro. Paul, I don't know why you got. Paul, you gotta do your Google search, man. You gotta do your Google search on these type of people. Do your research. I'm telling you right now. Brothers, sisters, do your research on the dude or chick or whatever you're interested in. Because I'm telling you right now, you're gonna save yourself a lot of pain and trauma.
Now, I'm sure as some of you know, Dupe made a statement to me on the 26th of March, 2025, admitting that he lied about his age and understanding the mental toll it would take on me. In a message he
lied? How old is he, chat? How old is he?
Stated to Nats as well, he was even seen admitting that he lied about his age and catfished me for over one—
He catfished him for a year? Oh my gosh. Dupe! My brother. Why? Why waste your time doing this? Go find you, instead of doing all this and hurting PARLO, go do something that's legal, that you're passionate about, that's constructive and positive, and keep it pushing. You didn't have to make all this shit up. Bro, some people be saying the stories I be having are wild. Bro, no, I can't top these. The stories I expose on people are fucking tame compared to this. How is this not insane or more insane than all the shit I do on my channel?
1 year, 8 months, stating that I had no reasonable way to know his actual age. However, it was still 100% my responsibility to have asked Dupe for a provisional driver's license or some form of legal identification.
No, you shouldn't have, dude. Don't do that. You ain't gotta do all that, bro. You didn't. And I see why he says that, bro. But at the same time, what are you supposed to do? You're not. Because here's the problem. If you ID check this guy, okay, boom. You go for an ID check. Do you not know how many kids out here have fake IDs? It's not going to work.
Looking back, I was far too trusting and extremely negligent not to see through some of the red flags and excuses that dupe used, to which
hey, man, hey. That W accountability. He should have seen those red flags coming, bro. I would have seen those red flags within a mile. I'm not saying everyone's perfect. Hey, this is a teachable moment, y'all. And let me be honest, I was in his shoes once, many times. Even to this day, I'm still being. It's one of those lessons we all have to learn, unfortunately, constantly. But like, bro, like, be careful who you mess with. Be careful who you call a friend. Be careful. Watch who you sleep with in bed, bro. I'm telling you, that shit is not. Bro, once you find out they're a weirdo, dip, run. Don't go like, bro. You need to pick your knees up and go like. You gotta go like these. You gotta go, run.
I will touch upon more later. As I highlighted in my previous video as well, I have absolutely put forward changes in the way I go about messaging people now, to ensure something as egregious as this never takes place again. Now, in regards to UK law, there is a clause specifically cited on a UK government website highlighting the term reasonable belief. As presented by these messages, I had reasonable belief that dupe was actually 17. This can also be attested by people from dupe's close friend circle, such as James Sir, who can confirm that he believed dupe was born in 2007 as well. Also, for further clarification and as attested by dupe...
no, you can't, no, that's totally fine. That is 100% legal. Like, being a weirdo is not okay. Or, but like, doing some weird shit with a minor is not okay. But like, there should be like, I 100% agree. Because there are people who just don't know they're minors. Or the person they're talking to is a minor. Do we have to punish them for not knowing? And like I said, I don't think so. Now, if they knew, there's no excuses. Come on, bro. But like, at the same time, some people just don't know. So, yeah, it has to vary case by case. If they can solidly prove, or like, here's the other problem too. What if the minor told them they were an adult? What are you supposed to do? She told me she was 18. She told me she was 19. You can visibly see they're 18 or 19. You had reason to believe they are 18 or 19. Well, some people I hate, well, people like, this is up there with one of the most dangerous type of people out here. Both man and woman. Anyone who because imagine if Paul was just a little bit older, just a smidge. He would be getting slammed with pedophile or pedo accusation, PDF files, stuff like that. Bro, thankfully he had the wherewithal and knowledge to like cover himself, but imagine he didn't. He'd be fucked. Watch who you sleep with, watch who you call a friend, even watch your family members. Weirdos are out here in every shape and form.
Himself, under no circumstances did I ever share or disseminate content to them, nor did I ever them for images. This can be backed up by my archive messages too. Now, I wish to go into detail about my dynamic with dupe at this time. During the start of our interactions, me and dupe had a codependent, emotionally driven dynamic, where oftentimes we would vent to one another about very personal situations. In late 2023,
the fact bro, that is so sad. You put your heart out on this motherfucker, and he turns out to do all these. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, chat. I ain't gonna lie. If this was me, I'm foaming out. I'm gonna be red in the fucking face. I'm not trusting a soul for like a. Honestly, this probably would crush me for the rest of the life. This is traumatizing. I'm not going through this shit. He is. And I know he's slightly. I'm 24. Paulo's like in his early 20s. This shit is traumatizing. Bro, I'm not trusting nobody no more. I'm gonna sit in the room just in the dark with the, you know what I'm saying, with all my lights off. I'm not trusting a soul. Bro, imagine how bad this would have been if Parlo was like on some trolling shit, was talking a little sexual. Because like, we could troll a little bit. Let's not be real. Like, kids and even some adults be like trolling on some like weird shit from time to time. But like, we all know it's jokes. Like, we wouldn't encourage doing this For real, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? We say some edgy jokes here and there, but like, bro.
Dupe was suffering a lot from thoughts and self. So I wanted to be there.
There's your answer. That's why you did it. Mental health. Focus on your mental health, y'all. That's why he did what he did. There's your answer. I was waiting for that. Because I was like, there has to be a reason why he's doing it. There has to be a logical reason. Either that, he's from the Bronx of Florida. Which we all know the craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. But I was waiting for that. I knew it had to be something. I knew it.
For him. I supported him through rough times, offering him advice on preoccupying himself with hobbies and escapisms.
Bro, the fact he did all that, and this is the things he get, bro. Watch who you be with, bro. I'm done pausing for a little bit. Let's go.
Improving his social life, encouraging him to speak to his family and friends more, improving his diet and metabolism, which would then improve his mental health, and of course ensuring that he would not relapse and sell again, with me even stating in late May 2024 that I couldn't live with myself if he did end up. As seen in these messages, I had consistently ensured that Dupe would not do anything to himself and always checked in on him to see if his situation improved. In times where Dupe was extremely I stood by his side and supported him. Dupe was even then seen thanking me for being there for him and stating that I helped him more than I can ever think, while also stating that I was the only person who was there for them. I was not isolating or constraining Dupe. I had always encouraged him to speak to more people and other friends of his. This was not a case of making Dupe dependent on me for control. I wanted Dupe to have a support network, which is the antithesis of behavior. The document falsely claims that this support network, which is the antithesis of behavior. The document falsely claims that this dynamic was a one-way emotional dependency that I did little to help.
Wait. Did Dupe make this document? I just thought about it. If he did, bro, he evil, bro. Don't even, bro. You did all, bro. Imagine, you know, a dude that's going through a lot mentally, and they pull this shit on you after you supported them, had their back, was like their biggest ride or die. Bro. I don't know what this... Bro, people...
Dupe and selectively obfuscates the numerous examples of me being there for him in his times of mental crisis. In some instances where he is even seen showing images of that he will use to himself. Some instances where he is even seen showing images of that he will use to himself. This of course made me very scared, with me literally begging him not to do anything to himself. You can tell by these messages how genuinely concerned I was with what he was stating, with me telling him to bandage himself as well. Now, another critical point to highlight is with my venting or instances where I trauma dumped, I was aware of the depressive effect it had on others. However, Dupe stated that he wouldn't mind and that I was free to vent to him if I wish, on the 20th of October 2023. Again in May 2023, Dupe is seen stating, "Feel free to vent as well," in reply to me stating that I am there for them whenever they need my help. As discerned from these message exchanges, Dupe gave his expressed consent for me to vent to him. Not once did he express discomfort in me doing so, and if he was uncomfortable, then there was a succinct lack of transparency and communication between us. In one instance where I was venting, I highlighted that I was feeling...
it's one of those things where you kind of have to... It's on PARLO to read the room, but at the same time, like, if you don't say shit, how am I supposed to fix it? Bro, communicate, bro. People be wondering, why do I talk so much? Why do I have so much energy? Bro, this is one of the reasons. Communication saves lives. That's a fact. Communication saves lives.
As if he didn't care and wanted me to stop, with him affirming that it was not the case and apologizing if he made it seem that way.
Saying that I respected consent means nothing when the person you're speaking to was 13. I don't think I need to explain this any further. A 13-year-old cannot consent. No matter how many times you say, "If you're uncomfortable, let me know," the issue isn't about whether or not Dupe said yes. It's about the fact that Dupe was a child. You cannot respect...
Dupe was a child? Dupe was 13? Wait, Dupe was younger? You can't... Bro, that's not PARLO's fault. If he was lied to, how is that Parlo's fault? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Whoever this buddy is, you're a fucking simp. You're a fucking cock rider. You're literally, bro. Your mom probably didn't love you. Probably got stuffed in lockers. Got bullied in high school. Probably are a little nobody. You're just, bro. You're an insignificant cockroach. Bro, what?
The boundary that should not have been tested in the first place.
Keep in mind, I am not making the argument that dupe at the age of 12 to 13 can consent whatsoever. Rather, I am making the argument that I was convinced that dupe was a consenting 17-year-old who was willing to listen to my venting and express no problem with it. No amount of retroactive reframing of the situation will change that, and this claim is being used in extremely bad faith against me and is inherently a logical fallacy, completely stripping away the fact that once again, dupe had openly admitted to lying.
Hey Siri, what does fallacy mean?
As a noun, fantasy means.
Hey Siri, what does fallacy mean?
Fallacy means a mistaken belief, especially one based on unsound argument.
You heard Siri, bro. There we go. That's another new vocab word.
Lying about his age to me for over 1 year, 8 months. And again, I am not denying that I caused with these vent posts to do 1 year, 8 months. And again, I am not denying that I caused.
Oh no, 100%. He's not denying it because no one wants to hear this shit. I'll be completely honest. Not many people will be okay with just listening to bad shit. No one does. But like, we got to, bro. We got to be support systems. And the fact Dupe did that, was a good support system, and did all this shady shit, bro. This is not Paul. I'm with Paul on this one. Some people are evil, bro. This, again, I said this earlier. Dupe is one of those type of people that is really dangerous. He is one of the most dangerous types. He is gonna be the one that keeps you from progressing in life, having a good career, bro. Stay away from people like him.
Caused with these vent posts to dupe. And for that, once again, I do apologize for the depressive posts I made. While he claimed at the time he had no problem, that does not detract away from the fact that it probably and most likely affected him negatively. Something I want to address again is a incident during Valentine's.
I can't lie, bro, Parlo. W accountability, but like, Parlo, you did nothing wrong in that one. If he want, bro, closed mouths don't get fed. I'm gonna say, if you felt uncomfortable, you should have just straight up said it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Day 2024. I addressed this in older videos which have not been sourced, but regardless, I will offer full context to the situation and take accountability in this video as well. Basically, as Dupe's mental health was getting better, mine was drastically deteriorating in late 2023, early 2024. And I shared the reasons why to Dupe because I had no one else to speak to about this. This reached its boiling point on Valentine's Day, with numerous very personal and serious matters all affecting me in tandem at once. I had a complete breakdown. I acted irrationally in my Discord server and posted content that was very controversial that I took accountability and apologized for, and looking back it was very bad of me to do. Dupe saw all of these red flags and was one of the only ones who could tell that I was experiencing a very bad mental breakdown. He told me to speak to him in private. In private DMs, I expressed how I wasn't feeling good and that I apologized for my behavior. As the situation got more emotional...
See, this is why we need, well, having mental this is why we need to accept mental breakdowns in society, in my opinion. And we need to just be understanding when people, especially who have mental health problems, just let them crash out and have a breakdown. I guarantee you, let them unleash all their anger, trauma, whatever. Because 95% of the time, if you know the person is not like that normally, bro, let them have a crash out. Everyone deserves to have one, at least every so often, a valid crash out. Come on, bro.
Emotional and intense as I was crying, I asked Dupe if I could trust him, because I did not want him to call the police to my location for a welfare check, as I dreaded ever going back to hospital again as I did in 2022.
Ooh. Been there, done that, brother. Had to go to a mental hospital when I was like 14, 15, bro. Not fun. Not fun, bro. Get your mental health right, guys. Come on.
He claimed that I could trust him, with me stating if he wanted to see something, with him being rather hesitant. What followed was me posting of myself and the bathroom wall of my uni dorm covered in. At this time, I said things that were extremely intense and volatile, and the mental stress that this must have had on Dupe must have been massive. While his latest statements involve him stating that he wasn't directly traumatized, that is no excuse for what I did. At the time, I was undergoing a very self-destructive mental breakdown similar to the Curb situation. I did what I did as a form of catharsis, and I wanted someone who I cared about to know that I genuinely needed help. These are not excuses, nor is it a justification. It is just to give context to why this happened. And I had directly addressed this situation and took expressed accountability for it as well over a year ago in this video. Now, the reason why I did this all to myself was a form of catharsis and mental escapism that my document covers more in detail. I was extremely impulsive and experiencing very severe psychological turmoil, complicated by my and self-destructive mental breakdown that I was facing, but I do take full accountability for the fact that what transpired was completely wrong of me to do, and I don't deny that. I am extremely regretful of the entire situation and for the possibility that I put stress on someone that I really cared for at the time.
See, I know a lot of y'all probably be like, he doesn't mean that apology. Honestly, based on this track record, you can tell when someone's genuinely sorry based on their track record and what they have done up to this point. Based on his track record, I kind of believe it, because like he's done so much more good exposing all these PDF files, exposing all these people for doing some weird, crazy shit. He has done so much more good by talking about this and let this be out there than he has done bad. Well, nobody's perfect, man. Even PARLO can admit that, bro. But like, it's sad, bro. How long is this situation? This is a long ass video. I don't know if I'm gonna go through all of it. Look, we can do like the Dupe video and then we can go back to the other situations. But yeah, let's go.
Period when I did not exactly have the full ability to consider how my actions were personally affecting someone. My mindset at the time was very hard to remember and pinpoint, but I can assure everyone, especially the viewers watching this video, that I was not mentally stable whatsoever, and I think that was pretty evident. I cannot stress how apologetic I am for the situation in terms of Dupe, and while he says that he forgives me, this situation will remain as a massive lapse of my judgment that will follow me. After my apology as well, I made sure as to not repeat this behavior ever again. This is also attested by Dupe. This incident, unlike what the document attempts to maliciously twist it as, was an isolated incident, and to water down and minimize my mental health struggles as manipulation is demented. This document brings up—
I hate when people do that, bro. They say when someone has clearly have mental health struggles and they just call it off as manipulation. Bro, some people do use that and abuse that, and to those people, absolutely fucking shame on you. But there are some people who genuinely have mental health issues and we need to be there for them.
How apparently I went from based discussions then right into threats, but sources no example for this, once again to try and interlink these two situations together. Officially, on the 7th of July 2024, me and Dupe began our relationship, with me stating that I do not want to rush it and make it a relationship unless he was comfortable with it. Dupe affirmed that he simply does not mind, followed with agreeing that he was fine with the idea and that he was very happy. But once again, I expressed the fact that I'd only do this if he wanted to, and that I did not wish for him to be compelled to engage. I followed up by stating if he would ever like to meet, specifically highlighting that I do not want to make him uncomfortable and I wanted him to be entirely honest about how he felt, stating that I did not wish to dissuade him. Dupe highlighted only if I ever wanted to, and that he wanted to date me for a while before we ended up ever meeting. I was seen agreeing completely while prefacing the fact that I was referring to meeting in the distant future, and I wanted to better build up trust and get to know them beforehand to ensure that we don't rush into the relationship. This document also systematically obfuscates the many times I tried to further verify Dupe's identity. I highlighted how I was down for us to share selfies so we got to know each other better, but stressed the fact that I did not wish to make him uncomfortable with that proposition, expressing my want for complete transparency, to which Dupe affirms that he was not uncomfortable by this remark I made. These messages took place on the 8th of August 2024. I also further state that I would not leak the images or store the images of his face. This was because Dupe personally told me on the 4th of July about how his ex maliciously leaked private and personal images which Dupe had sent to him without his consent. On the 30th of July, I even highlighted how I cannot show him any W pictures, but I'd be down to show safe work images of myself, and I'd be more than willing to see any selfies of—
I'm assuming the extent to like would a bikini, like would a guy being shirtless be not safe for work, chat? Like he's got his pants or shorts on. Would that be? I'm pretty sure that's safe for work because like a guy being shirtless is not that bad, and on the other side, girls wearing bikinis or as long as it's not like it's like bikini, something like you can post on Instagram shirtless pics, bikini pics. I don't know about lingerie or stuff like that. That I don't know if that's too far or not. I'm not gonna get into detail, but like that's pretty safe for work. I think that's probably the extent they probably could go.
Of him, to which Dupe states, "Mind if I do it next week?" wedged with an excuse. On September the 20th, 2024, I was seen once again bringing up the topic of meeting to instigate the topic of us sharing selfies for further identification. Dupe confirms that he was not made uncomfortable by this request. However, despite me being more than willing to show a selfie of me first, he was relatively uneasy. A month later, on the 2nd of October 2024, and I am seen stating to Dupe that I understand why he was hesitant to show any selfies of himself, once again highlighting the story Dupe had told me where he claimed his ex leaked images of him. Dupe had even confirmed that I did not pressure or force him to show any images, and that I was convinced that he was simply just anxious
I
to
can
share.
see how that kind of be a little forceful. Like you asking him like multiple times. I see what you're doing, Parlo, but like I would have stopped. Honestly, after the second time, I would have stopped. Let's
Many
be
personal
honest.
details
It probably
due
wasn't
to
worth.
past
It's not worth
relationships.
it. Because here's the thing: once or twice ain't that bad. Maybe if they give it like an excuse, they'll do it tomorrow, and then you bring it up again. That's fine. But asking like 5 or 6 times and reassuring that they're okay with it. I mean, to each his own. I personally wouldn't be okay with them asking more than like 3 times. I try to be nice at the beginning, but like, I don't know. This is like I gotta be fair. This is a half red flag. This is a yellow flag, Parlo. I see what you're doing. I know you're trying to do well, but personally, me, this is obsessive. This is a little too far. This is it. This is it. If I had a significant other asking me about photos like this, I probably would cut them off. This isn't it, Chief. I ain't gonna lie.
Going on to state that he used many
own.
manipulation tactics to try and convince me that he was older than he actually was. On the 6th of July 2024, I asked Dupe why he didn't have a mic. He stated that he was accustomed to communicating to his friends via text, not voice. I of course wanted to know what he sounded like, and asked him to get a mic, to which he claimed that he would order one. There was no hesitation from Dupe in these messages, and I was clearly under the idea that he did not have a mic. So there was nothing too out the ordinary in my opinion at the time about
Wait. Let me read
order
these
one.
messages.
There was no hesitation.
You need to order a mic now. I'll order one now. It's like that. My neck sucks ass. You need a new one. I don't know if he's trolling or not. This is a red flag. I gotta be fair. This is a little crazy from the outside looking in. Maybe they was just joking around. I don't know. I don't know the full context of this DM. But like, bro, I have to be fair, bro. This is a red flag. This ain't it, Chief. 1.5. In my opinion, Paulo's still the victim in this scenario. But this is 100% Dupe's fault. Dupe is clearly the bad guy. But this ain't it either, Chief. This is a 1.5. I gotta be fair. From the outside looking in, this message, this thread looks crazy.
From Dupe in these messages,
I don't know
and
what
I was
it is.
clearly under the idea that he did not have a
joking, then
mic.
fine,
So there was
but
nothing too out the ordinary in my
from the
opinion
outside
at the
looking in,
time
it looks
about this
crazy.
all. And again, people may point to Dupe claiming to not have a mic or his reluctance to show me his face when the topic of meeting was being discussed, and may attribute these to red flags, to which you'd be right. However,
Yeah, these are 100% red flags. Him not having a mic, most devices have mics built in. There's no excuses to not want to talk. I mean, if you didn't want to talk, I think you would. If he didn't say, "Hey, I just don't feel comfortable talking right now. Maybe in the future we can talk about it." You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been fine. That would have been the right way to handle it. But the fact that you don't have the no mic one is the one that gets me. The selfie one, I'm fine with. You shouldn't post pictures of yourself online if you're not comfortable with it. That's 100%. I'm 100% with them on that one. The mic, there's no excuses because most devices have mics. Even if they didn't, bro, this mic costs $20. It is not that expensive. Come on.
I believe
That's a
Dupe
red
had
flag.
actual
Yeah,
logical
those are
reasons
like
for why
two-
he did
one-
not want to
that's like
disclose
one and
his
a half
personal
red flags
information,
for him
such as
too.
trust issues caused by past trauma, and as he stated, I did not want to pry or pressure him for that. I had even brought up in October that it was quite hard to distinguish who they were just by text, and I wanted to know a bit more about what they look like. Sure, I saw
That's
images that they claimed to be
fine.
them on Spin, but I wished to further verify before the relationship progressed.
Moving on to the
I'm gonna say that's fine if you're, especially on social media. Like you kind of. It's another reason why you don't do long distance relationship or social media dating stuff, because because you don't know what that person looks like on the other side of the screen. Sure, they might go like these, have a webcam on, they might FaceTime you like these, but like, bro, you gotta be careful on that one because catfishing is real.
next point, which is Parlo using the quote-unquote stupid parents as an obstacle. Parlo's frustration over Dupe's parents blocking the meetup, calling them quote-unquote stupid, and saying what can they do about it is not harmless venting. It is a dismissal of parental boundaries, a dismissal of
Parental boundaries? What? What? I don't know, but let me make sure I heard
using the
that right.
quote-unquote stupid parents as an obstacle.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Both of y'all getting together. I want to choose my words carefully. On one hand, the parents might know, Parlo might, or no, because if they watch the video, maybe they don't want him to get involved. Because Parlo does talk about some crazy shit and discuss some very deep topics. But like what Parlo says is nothing but the truth. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is a little iffy. I really can't give him a red flag on this one. Because what he's saying is true, but at the same time, I understand from the parent side. Do I give him a red flag? I kind of want to, based on how silly this message is. But, like, he's not wrong either. I'll give him... I gotta be... But at the same time, his parents could be just, like, fucked up people. I'm gonna give both of them half red flags. So Paula's up to 2. I gotta be fair. I'm gonna be fair. Give them both half red flags. They're both up to 2 red flags. Personally, me, I don't know, but this is a little iffy. No, I'm reaching. I can't give Parlo that. I'm reaching, bro. I'm reaching. He is telling the truth at the end of the day. I'm reaching.
Parlo's frustration over Dupe's parents blocking the meetup, calling them quote-unquote stupid, and saying what can they do about it is not harmless venting. It is a dismissal of parental boundaries, a dismissal of legal protections, and a clear indication that he sees the obstacle not as a moral one, but as a logistical one.
What? Sure, his parents. Yes, I know they said he's 17, but like at the same time, he doesn't have. You don't get to control his life completely. You don't. I mean, Paul's a better. I will tell you right now. If this guy was genuinely a red flag magnet and was a bad influence, I can see it. Paulo's not that.
This is very telling. Someone with appropriate boundaries would have treated the parents' presence as anything but an annoyance. This is very telling.
It is very annoying, I ain't gonna lie. Some parents are doing way too much over the kids, though. I can't say that. But at the same time, I do understand why they want to protect their kids. I would say to those parents, they should have got to know him at least.
The document hyperfocuses on a meticulously cropped screenshot which looks horrible without context.
Yep, it looks, I ain't gonna lie, this looks terrible. This looks terrible, Paolo. But let's see the full screenshot, then I'll take it back.
Attempts to claim that I was bypassing parental protection to take of Dupe. Now for the actual context which has been omitted, Dupe explained to me many times that he had a disdain towards his own parents. He highlighted how restrictive and controlling they were.
Hold up. I take all that shit I was talking about parents being right, I take it back. Yeah. Hold up. Paolo actually dropped the bombshell. Hold up.
This of course made me uncomfortable as I was under the idea that Dupe was nearly an adult.
If Dupe was 17, he's basically almost an adult. He's almost grown, bro. His parents can't tell him what to do. Like, no, that actually is a good point. Paulo just saved himself from getting. Nah, I take back. Bro, I'll drop that Hurley a half red flag for just saying that, bro. So he's down to 1 red flag.
Rather weird and obsessive, since it confused me on why someone who is in their late teens is being restricted heavily as much as this.
Yep.
Dupe had
This
even
is too
stated that
much.
his own parents installed parental controls on his devices behind
What?
his back.
17 and you got parent? Bro, this guy's... I feel bad. Yeah. I see why they did it, but like, bro, he's 17. He's smart enough not to do that.
And that his own father locked him in a car against his will.
What? Oh, hell nah! Locked in a car is crazy. Nah, bro. Fuck that shit. Hell nah. Hell fucking nah. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Oh my fucking gosh. Yo. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy, Chad. Come on. What the fuck? Locked in a fucking car? Bro, that's absolutely diabolical.
Him and scared him, an obvious form of emotional, as well as the fact that his own parents were apparently homophobic, describing
What? Homophobia? Oh my god, somebody made me walk out of the room again, bro. I'm about to walk out of the room and punch something. What the fuck? Again, it's no excuse for what Dupe did, but like, what the fuck? This dude is doomed from the start. This dude has no chance.
as heavy Catholics, who according to Dupe would
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, not bringing religion into this shit, too. Oh.
cross
I'm
if they
done
found out
pausing.
that he was gay, and that if they knew that we were in a relationship, they would be extremely angry. This all very much concerned me because according to Dupe, his parents would punish him severely if they knew about his
What?
orientation. Dupe had
Bro, accept it. Bro, if your kid comes out as gay or lesbian or LGBTQ+, they're your kid at the end of the day. And if you can't accept them, leave. But you know you can't, but don't abuse that for a fucking child. Because that's your own fucking seed. Unfortunately, there's way too many parents who do that shit. Bro, remember, that's your fucking seed. Are you really gonna do your seed like that? Your own flesh and blood? You're supposed to love that seed forever.
also stated his father is a creep who tracks everything he does, and had even
Hey! Oh my gosh, bro. I gotta go, bro. I can't do this. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, let me turn on my AC, bro. What the fuck? Alright, man. What the fuck, bro? Oh.
apparently put a remote access Trojan keylogger on his phone to track his location wherever he goes. Furthermore, on the fake spin that Dupe had made on himself, it was claimed that his own father was convicted of while his mother was charged for child neglect. All of this context collectively considered paves the way to why I stated that his parents were weird and voiced the fact that there wouldn't be any moral problem in us meeting. I was entirely under the idea that Dupe was almost an adult and people in other parties are remotely close in age and they're consenting.
this part. I
Me
don't
himself
wanna hear-
always made sure answers am I stating that Dupe, who was in actuality 13, can legitimately consent at their age. However, that does not fundamentally change the fact that once again, as stated earlier, I believe that I was speaking to someone close in age to me and that I was in a fully consenting relationship with them. Under no circumstances was I attempting to coerce or manipulate Dupe. These are semantical buzzwords thrown to demonize my intent, minimizing the fact that there was a succinct lack of communication on whether Dupe was uncomfortable at the time I believed him to be 17, and the fact that he lied about his age and catfished me further complicated the situation. While
I think that's all. Bro, do I even want to see what happens?
one final time in private messages. He opened up by stating that he was making this solely because he was about that looking back, yes, were not in the best light to be sending, considering that I was indeed 19. Even in my DMs with Dupe, I had highlighted how I wished to see what he looked like to further verify his identity because of how anxious I was and how much I had trust issues due to my previous relationship that I had with someone named Burger, aka Sourceless, and how effectively they catfished me with fake images of themselves and then leaked my messages, which affected me a lot mentally back in 2022. So for quick context, I had addressed the Burger situation in my video titled My Response. We had dated in March of 2022 when I was 16 and they had just turned 17, so he was 2 months older than me. In short, what happened was, for no reason, Burger decided to leak DMs of mine across the Roblox community. They were then twisted into me being some sort of despite him literally being older than me. And keep in mind, he only leaked my messages, making people believe that it was a one-way relationship, despite it being completely reciprocal. And keep in mind, I strongly told Burger under no circumstances would I ever share any of myself when I was a.
But basically, PARLO was saying that made accusations that PARLO knew explicitly. However, the original document made no accusations, only presented source evidence and made out the facts. Nowhere did it claim that PARLO knowingly knew. In fact, it explicitly stated multiple times that PARLO was unaware of his real age. The document focused on patterns of behavior, emotional dynamics, and questionable validity.
Lying about me states that the document wasn't directly accusing or insinuating that I was a. This is untrue. Now, the original creator of the document that tried to reignite the Dupe situation and insinuate that I attempted to show 2 debunked situations from 2022. They either didn't do enough research or intentionally bunched the Burger and Shanti allegations together with zero context to make them appear to be directly related, to create a Frankenstein of case to add more credence to the Dupe allegations. The screenshot included of my message was sent to Burger, not Shanti. However, this document merges these screenshots together to make it look like they were part of the same situation. Despite the creator of the document stating I debunked these allegations, they do not cite my response video talking about the Burger situation, nor my response document citing the Shanti situation. The creators of the document and video and their associates in a Discord group chat repeatedly made jokes that I was a all while not only making jokes directly to Dupe himself, but having posted completely uncensored in this group chat with Dupe present inside of it. This once again shows their unprofessionalism in dealing with these matters, and they are even seen talking about wanting to ward off Ruben Sim in their document by randomly including a being Alaskan reality that used to be his friend, who not only fooled him, but was also in the US military, which was absolutely bizarre, especially when Ruben Sim was one of the main people who consulted the victims of Alaskan reality in the first place. They made it clear that the only reason they never explicitly slandered me as a in public was because they were afraid of possible public backlash towards them. The original
That's it. No, they don't. No, they just don't want to go to jail. They just. I don't think that's the main reason, bro.
creator
We're
of the
done with
document
this.
established that if people took their
Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else to work. I think we've seen what we had to see, bro. Shout out to PARLO, man. This situation is terrible. Bro, let this be a take all the free game I just said and put it in your life. That's a story for another day, unfortunately, because oh, that might be the next reaction, bro. That might be the next one. But bro, PARLO, keep your head up, man. Bro, if I were you, bro, at the height of you are, shut all your fucking doors when it comes to online people. Keep all the close ones together. Get all the real ones. Shut everyone else out. Nobody in this room, nobody else should be. You should have a small, safe circle of friends and, you know what I'm saying, support system. Bro, be careful who you be. This is a lesson to all of us. Watch who you sleep with. Watch who you call as a friend. Watch out from family members too, because like weirdos like this exist everywhere. Bro, I fuck with PARLO heavy. Pause. The fact he took accountability for all the shit he did, much applause, bro. But like, bro, whoever this Dupe person is, and whoever the rest of these people, and whoever made that document, you could take this middle finger, shove it up your ass, and go fuck yourself kindly. These are the most dangerous, evil type of people to be with. These are one of, if not the most dangerous people to be with. Y'all be safe out there, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Do not go outside this summer, please. Remember, watch who you be around, because birds of a feather flock together, and as soon as they do some shady shit to you, grab all your red flags and run.